Okie dokie. I'm getting ready to prime the parts, and I'm going to begin with the tan parts. I was going to do the inner frame first and then the other parts, but I said let me get through the tan ones since they've all been prepared and cleaned up already. And I just wanted to get it out of the way so then I can go to the other process of painting the other colors. And I am not going to do gray on this. Instead, I'm going to be using finishing surfacer 1500 black, which I did a mixture on this bottle here, but I think I need a little bit more center. So I'm just going to pour a little bit into the reservoir that's in here. Let's mix it up a bit before we go any further. And make sure that the flow goes fine. I emptied the entire bottle of black thinner onto this, and then I removed the label because in reality I got sick and tired of getting this confused with another bottle which I thought was another paint, the metallic, what was it? I don't even know what I had on the other bottle now. I think it's like gunmetal from the Moto, which I want to get more. The AC is on because it is a bit, warm. And as a matter of fact, let's get the fan on. Now, one would say that, oh, am I going to appreciate this? In reality, no. I'm not appreciating it. I'm going to give it the basic colors. I don't feel like appreciating it, I mean, this does look good for appreciating, but I don't know yet. I simply don't know. Right now, a black coat is what I think I just need to put on. But the reason why I'm doing this is the paint that I'm going to use on this kit. If I put it on as with a white background or a gray background, it's going to be a little highlighted, a little longer, a little bit. It'll be lighter, you could say. I wanted a darker tone of the tan color, so using a black primer is a good idea. We'll definitely explore that when we get the opportunity to try it. For now, I just want to clean each and every part. Obviously, I'm also doing this because I need to see if I messed up on the sanding. I am noticing some parts that I need to do another redo. one. Also, you probably noticed that I'm not using the Canon PowerShot camera. I switched over to the Samsung Galaxy S21 Ultra, because I could use the high def on this one, and I could do a nice little zoom on that, as you can see. It'd be a lot easier. Let's see how this one came out. It reminds me, I have the other one. That's the other color, so I gotta go get that. You see the markings of the nubs that I cleaned up on this, so that came up pretty good. We'll do two more parts here. I don't want to take too much time painting individual parts. We'll do this one. You know what? I see something there. Where's on file? Put it to the sun. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's good. By the way, if you haven't purchased any airbrushes, go to Amazon right now. The gallery airbrushes are on sale during the Amazon Prime Day. I'll put the links down below. If you're interested in getting the airbrushes that I have, and you're gonna have to forgive me, I do not know the code that will give you 10% off if you want to get one of these airbrushes. I am right now currently using the GHAC 98D by Gallery. It is very, 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 very stable airbrush, very, very nice and smooth. It's one of their top tier airbrushes at a very, very decent price. I believe it's around 60, I think it is. I could be wrong. But there is a coupon that you guys can use. Or if you use my, if you want to go to Gallery directly, they will just use my name, Strider Prime, and get a discount on that. Let's do this one here. Yeah, there is a nub right there that I'm going to sand off. I just realized it. Sometimes you can't see it well. Even if you do it right, you do miss something. Alright. There we go. Let me continue on, and then I'll prepare. I'm going to take these out here so I can prepare it. Let me finish this up, and then we'll paint the color associated with what we picked for this build. So stay tuned for that. Alright, the priming is now complete. Finished up on my gray primer, but I have an extra bottle that I'm going to use to refill up this bottle here for future priming, of course. But these are the other parts, like the inner frame and the darker parts, which I primed gray. Could have used black, of course. Just thinking about that. But I decided to go with gray and not the black. The black parts is already done. They're all complete. Right now I'm going to meticulously look at each and every part because I know I see some parts here that needs a little bit of sanding. Especially I saw one with this gun here. There's a little bit of a nub there, which I'm going to sand down. I don't have my sanding stick nearby, but I'll do that later. The one thing that I was a bit that I wanted to show on camera, but I never got a chance to do it. I may have to do it in when I build the other Zaku 2 kit that I have, is the umbilicals. Now this is the long umbilical part. Well, I have the short one somewhere around here. Where I put it? Well, anyway, I'll find it. The kit, when you look at the umbilicals, you have a little stick that you can actually slide it in. And I remembered that a long time ago. I don't know what was the gimmick, but I think, you know, to slide it in and to slide it into the part that is designed to conform with the kit. Now this one is the one where you slide this in over there in this part here. So there's a separation here. So I know that as I'm looking at this, I think I made a mistake, but this has to go first, go in, and then this one goes in the middle, and then this one goes at the end. I had to like plan this out on how to do this. So I have it for this. And by darn it, where the hell is the other parts? I had it here a second ago. Oh, here it is. This is the shorter one, and that one goes into the leg, and you have that spring. There's that little spring thing, and then there are two little polycaps that you have to connect to the end so you can connect it to the legs on the left side and the right side that you can see right here. I've already primed this and painted it, so it's all good to go. And then there's a whole connection for the umbilicals. I forgot that, you know, the umbilicals were going to take will be the most difficult ones, because as I put this on, I had to make sure I sanded it down properly to remove all the nub marks on both sides. I don't know if I did it right. I am seeing some scarring here and there, but that is something that I'll have to review, like I'm reviewing each and every part. There is one part that I didn't mess up, and I'm going to have to repaint this. Give me a minute here. I had it here a second ago. Where are you? Here it is. So right now it looks good, right? But looks can be deceiving. If I zoom in, you'll notice a scar there, and I believe a scar there. I was using one of the saw blades to, you know, scribe this, and I keep missing it, and I'm like, darn it. And I thought I sanded it down to remove the nub marks, the scar marks, but I'm seeing the scar marks right there. So I need to now carefully sand this down again, and then maybe scribe it again, and then reprime it again. Yeah, that's a lot of work, but it is what I wanted to do. All right, let me do that, and we'll begin painting the colors.